on my SMP, my base is low-key trash. So what I'm doing in this video is I'm gonna be making my base a lot better. Like, I'm gonna be building like a whole bunch of stuff in here, a little, like some small little farms, you know, villagers, all that. I'm gonna be making everything look nice and snazzy, because right now it looks like total garbage. So I'm gonna just, you know, clean it up in this video, and over the course of, I would say, probably a few weeks, you will see how this base you know, starts looking really good. So let's get into it. So the first thing I did is I wanted to work on my floor, which I decided I wanted to make out of black stone. And because my nether portal in my base led right to a basalt delta, this was obviously, you know, really easy to get. So I ended up just collecting a bunch of black stone, and I started working on, you know, getting them into the polished version with a stone cutter. And when I was done with that, I started, you know, making my floor. I decided to start by just placing down the black stone in the little like entrance hole to my base, because I just wanted to, you know, see how it would be, you know, how it would look, just because I wanted to start with like a small area before I, you know, like commit and put it all in like my real floor. And I honestly think it turned out like pretty good. I mean, you know, this is just like the stairs, not like the walls or anything is done, but I still think it looks really nice. I like this block as a floor especially. So yeah, I'm gonna just keep placing it down for the floor inside my base this time. And as y'all can see, I started putting down blocks in the middle surrounded by like stairs, and this turned out really nice, like for the finished product. So yeah, I just kept putting this all around my base. And yeah, honestly, I think like it came out like really super nice. Like, this black stone floor was definitely a really good decision, because it looks beautiful in my opinion. Like, this looks like, honestly, this is probably like the best base I've made. Well, the best start to a base I've made in a while. And yeah, as y'all can see, it looks pretty good in each room. And yeah. And when I was done with that, I decided to start making a floor for my sugarcane area, which I already slightly decorated. But I didn't only make the floors, I also made the walls. And if you guys are wondering what this black block is called, it's actually just nether brick. It's just retextured to look black, basically, because I'm using this like add-on called Bedrock Tweaks, I think it's called, to basically like recolor the nether brick. And I think it looks so much better this way. But yeah, and this is how it came out. I think it looks really good, honestly. Like, I used a little bit of cherry wood, and yeah, I think it looks really good, honestly. And when I was done with that little sugarcane farm area, I decided to move on to the walls of like my actual base. And as you can see, I went for this like stripped oak and spruce plank kind of wall, and I think it like looks really nice, this little combo. I really don't use, like, I used to use oak a lot, and then I kind of just stopped. I'm kind of a recovering spruce addict, I'm not gonna lie. So I didn't just want to make like a spruce everything. I wanted to incorporate something a little different, because I feel like just using spruce all the time, as good as it looks, it's a little boring. So I decided to mix in some oak as well, and I think it came out like really good, like for this little main part of my base. Like, honestly, I didn't really expect like this stripped oak and spruce to look good together. I don't know why, but as you can see, I think it looks pretty good. And then I started, you know, like incorporating it into the little entrance wall I have here, like the wall of my entrance, and I think that looks good as well. And when I was done with that, I started putting it into the villager walls, and that looks like, this inside of base is coming out like really well in my opinion. So yeah. And after I finished with that, I started to make this little copper, like little copper theme area for my like small little wool farm, and I think that looks really good, honestly. Like I usually don't use, like, I don't consider copper as a building block a lot, I'm not gonna lie, but I think it came out like really good in my opinion, honestly. I used a little bit of not just like straight copper. I used also copper bulbs, and I honestly, like, I don't know how, like, orange, I don't really use orange a lot. I don't really like orange. It's not really my color. So I don't know how I expected this to come out, but I honestly think this looks like a lot better than like I think it looks a lot better than how I expected, basically. It looks really good in my opinion. And when I was done with that little side quest, I started working on my roof finally. And I'm not gonna lie, like, stone bricks is one of my like favorite blocks to build with. And I know, like I said, I like spruce to stone bricks. That's like a basic combo. I try not to keep it basic, which is why I didn't just line it with like stone bricks. I used also chiseled stone on the inside, and I think that like made a nice little pattern. It didn't, like, it made it a lot less basic. It's kind of like the floor, how I had the blocks in the middle and the stairs surrounding it, and I think it came out, you know, like pretty nice, honestly. And like after I'm finished with this, there's really not much to do with the base, so I'm gonna just hurry up and, you know, get it finished with. And also, I almost completely forgot, I actually did finish the little downstairs basement trading hall area with the wool farm, and I did not record this, but I can just tell you the blocks I used. I kind of went for the same pattern that I used upstairs, but instead of spruce and oak, I used pale oak planks, and I lined it with basalt, like chiseled basalt little pillars, kind of. And I think it came out really nice. You guys are gonna see it like at the end of the video when I show the whole base, but I'm sorry I didn't record this and show you guys me building it. But yeah, I just wanted to clarify on that. And once I finished the roof, as pretty much the last thing to my base, I built this tiny little melon farm with deep slate and resin bricks, which I haven't really used resin in building pretty much ever because it's kind of a expensive resource, kind of, and deep slate I use a lot, so, and not in this base though, so I kind of wanted to incorporate it in this base. And so yeah, that's pretty much the last thing in the base, so I'll show you guys the end product. So yeah, this is the finished base, and y'all can just watch this and, you know, let me know in the comments how I did.